There is no doubt that 95 of people undergoing treatment at various rehabilitation centers across the country are youth due to high level of illicit drugs, cultism, and other vices. In view of this, and as part of the ongoing effort initiated by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, facilitates police campaign against cultism and other vices. POCACOV begins the Southwest campaign held at Police College Ikeja, Lagos, which features Commissioner of Police Fayode Agegoke, First Public Relations Officer ACP Muiwa Adejobi, Board Member Lagos State Security Trust Fund Dr. Ayo Ogunson, delegates from other different schools in Lagos, several associations, traditional rulers, EKP, and senior police officers across the state. Speaking at the occasion, CP Lagos says it is imperative to curb crime at all levels to have a safer society.
Don't allow them to influence your children, because at this age they are prone to be influenced by their age group. So we need to take this thing from the youth and make sure that we do a lot of work to reduce the high rate of cultism and high rate of drug that is almost overtaking all our youth. And there is no benefit in it, because there was a time I was not. I arrested many of them. I called the cultists. I said, "What are you gaining? What are the benefits of this society you have joined?" They don't have any answer. The only thing they know they are deriving from is that they claim supremacy. Aye is able to kill 5. Aye is able to kill 4. So Aye that has been able to kill 5 is more superior to Aye. And once Aye notice that they are ahead, Aye too will come along and take another life.
In another development, Muiwa Adejobi also expresses displeasure over the increase in numbers of youth involvement in drug abuse and other related crimes, to mention but few.
So I want to advocate and I want to appeal to our people. I'm an archaeologist, I'm an anthropologist, I am a prince. Apart from being a law enforcer, there's need for us to bring back our lost glory. We have cultural values that will help us naturally. So ordinarily, these things must come back. When I'm in the school, as a student in the school, you are not expected to bully your fellow students. You don't do it in Africa. You don't bully. The system we know is that proper integration in our society. I will leave my village. I trek to another person's village to go and say good morning to you. All these things must come back. The system of having isolated life, that I'm in my flat, I don't need to know my neighbor, is out of it. Let us go back to the basics. Africanism in us must come together. And that is why it is very, very important. Brotherhood, togetherness. Esprit de corps. It's not for us men on uniform alone. Esprit de corps is an African concept. I must stand shoulder to shoulder with my brother to navigate hard times, to navigate difficulties. So we need to bring back Africanism in us as Nigerians. We can get it right if we do all these things. It's very, very key, and we can have a way forward.
However, the National Coordinated Police Campaign Against Cultism and Other Vices, CSP or Labisi Okwobe, reiterates IGP commitment towards preventive policing and empowering the youth to have a crime-free society.
Why we are here is not just to do jamboree, it's to make sure that we have people who were members of cult group who can tell them that this thing they are doing, that is all vanity, that there's nothing. Some the man that just spoke to them used to be the head of a cult group during his own days, but now he's out of it. He's studying children leave. So we want the children to make a resolution for their coming here. It's for them to make a resolution that throughout their lifetimes, nothing will make them join cultism. Throughout their lifetimes, nothing will make them take to drugs. And part of the message is for parents to know that it's need for them to pay more attention to their children.
Live experiences were also shared amongst the students present at the venue to correct all sorts of abnormalities.
I learned a lot of things. I learned the dangers of cultism and the importance of not engaging in cultism, and our parents' role in helping us to avoid being a cultist.
POCACOV has become a very impactful committee that has given us a broad knowledge in order to stay away from cultism. Well, as I'm going home now, I'm going to make sure that I inform my dear friends and partners in order to stay away from cultism and drug abuse.
Cultism have destroyed people's life, and it has bad and negative effects for us. So no one or no student should think of joining any form of cultism.
Educate my siblings and other people that are near me. I'll tell them more about the spices of cultism, what they can cause, and the consequences and the effects that it can have on people.
They have learned so much about the disadvantage of joining courts.
Conclusively, Chairman Southwest POCACOV Ambassador Samuel Eniola also implores the youth at large to desist from all forms of criminality with the intention to replicate such program across the sixth geopolitical zone following the directive of the IGP Egbetokun in Lagos. Busola Yusuf reporting for News Buster NGTV.